I got it. So we're gonna play two videos for y'all. Hold on. Here's the first one from Candace.
Say allegedly got paid $10 million for that pathetic little endorsement of Kamala Harris. What was it, 3 minutes? Just to work out the math for you, that would mean that she was being paid $55,000 for a second. Like, I'm just going to jog your memory of the really inauthentic speech that she gave.
It's time for America to sing a new song. Our voices sing a chorus of unity. They sing a song of dignity and opportunity.
Apparently, she's a hustler, homie. Truly, because if you just had to do that and get paid that amount, it means that they know that your voice is worth that, and you know that your voice is worth that, and you're only doing it for the paycheck. You're not doing it because you care about what happens to Black America. You're not living the same reality that the majority of Black Americans are living in this economy. Malcolm X was exactly right when he said that the media is the most powerful entity on earth. It will quite literally have you hating the people that you should be supporting and supporting the people that you should be hating.
All right, that's the first part. Before we go to the second part, Don, I find it super interesting. Candace Owens is invoking Malcolm X. That's
listen. You saw my face.
Yeah,
I was like, when you saw, because he would not fuck with you, girl.
No.
Like he would not.
And then this is her second one because Miss Knowles tried to kick her back in. Here we go.
He posted this to her Instagram page. She posted, so this, and this is a picture of my show page. So this has been flagged on Instagram as fake news and taken down. It's called false information. Sadly, other platforms with a lack of integrity still have it up. So she's admitting this is just a target of Candace Owens. The lie is that Beyonce was paid $10 million to speak at a rally in Houston for Vice President Kamala Harris, when in fact, Beyonce did not receive a penny for speaking at presidential candidate Vice President Kamala Harris's rally in Houston. In fact, she actually paid for her own flights for her and her team and total glam. She's not even aware of how privileged that sounds. It's a changing social economy in the world where what has always worked for them in the past is no longer interesting to the public. This is an economy where authenticity pays. And Beyonce does not remember what it means to be authentic anymore because she's been playing the role of a queen for so long, and she's grown so accustomed to simply visiting the Commonwealth every 4 years. She comes out. Nobody knows where she is for years, and she comes out and she reminds us all who we should be voting for. Ah, yes, Hillary Clinton. Please, I'm here, Commonwealth. You people, remember, I am your queen, her and Jay-Z. Oh, yes, please vote for Kamala. As a mother, I'm telling you to do this. Like I said, 10 years ago, Beyonce and Jay-Z telling us who to vote for, that would have mattered, but it just doesn't anymore. Actually, it's annoying. People find it to be somewhat annoying. Beyonce, listen to me, girlfriend, because I know you're watching. You don't got a text from your mommy's burner account on Instagram. You're annoying now. It's just tired. Okay. You got to switch it up. Do something new. Seem like a person. Pretend you care about the Commonwealth. Maybe every 2 years, come out. Do a pod.
Before I just want to stop here. Didn't her tour have like billions of people go to it everywhere across the country? I just wanted to just interject that.
I think
I'm not done. We're not done with it because she said some crazy shit at the end of this. The most egregious part hasn't come up yet.
Podcast, pretend to be a human being. Of course, they don't support Donald Trump. No, they must be more enamored by her husband, Jay-Z, the thug life. Maybe that's the music he should be walking out to. That is, I believe, what Beyonce and her mommy think. That is why they're frustrated with people like me who don't respect that anymore. There's nothing that you do that I respect. And I don't dislike you. I want to be very clear. I don't find Beyonce to be someone that is bothersome in any way. But I'd like some answers. I think the public, if you want to start with being authentic, maybe give us some answers about Diddy's parties. Your husband's been close with him. You think we're just going to pass all by that and you're going to, flip your hair and talk about another one of his affairs and people are going to lose interest in it because your mommy is tweeting and calling things fake news that haven't even been confirmed to be fake news? I would really caution you to see which way the wind is blowing, girlfriend, because it is not in your favor.
All right, I'm done with that. Dom.
Okay. She said, your mommy is tweeting about things that have not been proven to be fake news. Well, she just debunked what you said, just along with Cardi B coming at your throat saying the same thing. Like, I did this because I wanted to do it. I think the interesting thing about celebrityism and this weird thing regarding Beyonce, maybe even, like, because Taylor Swift too also has curated her celebrity, where we know so much, and we gonna get it in a song. So just like Beyonce, we don't know what's really true and what's fake. So they have done a really good job. Their PR team has done a really good job just only giving us what it is that they want us to know. So you can't be upset and demand. And I think that's where social media has disillusioned people with reality, because you believe that you are entitled to knowing the ins and outs of a person's day to day. And because they don't give it to you, it makes them, boring. It makes them feeling, it's inauthentic. But it's just like, no, I have a hard boundary, and this is how I stay in my reality. Yes, I have more money than you, girl, that you're talking about, but I also don't owe you shit. I worked hard for it. And if my fans want to cater to me and like, and buy different merch or whatever, she's not doing anything any different than anybody else. She's really not. You got comedians, you got other singers, whatever it is, everybody is selling merch, whatever that looks like. Look at Donald Trump is selling merch. So
Candace Owens is selling merch.
Yeah, you selling merch. So the only thing that's different is the amount of wealth that she's touching from you, versus her and Candace Owens. And so I think the interesting also, like, what's really frustrating is to see somebody like Candace Owens, and she's probably the girl growing up that was probably bullied, probably teased. You had a bad perm, your hair was slicked down, your edges was funny. If you had split ends, things like that, where now you're in this position where you've built this platform and you speak down to Black people, and now you're trying to like come back toward Black. It's just, girl. So if you want to talk about inauthentic, like being inauthentic, no.
I will say, I will get Candy credit. She only had one thing that I agree, that the idea of celebrity doesn't mean as much as it used to. I do agree with her with that.
Well, no. But because that's because of social media.
Yes.
Because everybody can pretty much build some level of celebrity. Now, you might not have the crib and the bank account to match, but you can become known simply off of that, like, just because of social media. And I will say that has significantly changed probably in the last 20 years. I'm like, as we have seen the, like the ins and outs of social media, and where I think it's weird because, and likely because, like, we realize these niggas is just like us too. Like, they just got more commas in their bank account. Like, they do a lot of, I mean, we dealing with it now with Diddy, we have seen these people fall from grace consistently. And so I think that people are just starting to realize, or are realizing, that these people are just like us. Speaking of, I met Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen over the weekend. I guess I should have mentioned that.
Hold on.
Sorry. Since we were talking about celebrities and stuff.
So we've been on this show for 35 motherfucking minutes. And this is the first mention that you have said that you have met these queens.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
35. You let me get into this swamp with motherfucking Candace Owens, and you ain't told me about meeting the queens.
Yeah, I probably should have had my note tab open so then I could remember, but it just popped in my mind. So I worked an event over the weekend for my old boss when I worked. He started a new company, and yeah, like I don't know if you'll be able to see because of my filter, but this is them on our red carpet after I met them. Or blue carpet, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I don't want to kick in Candace Owens back no more.
Yeah.
I'm done with that topic.
Yeah. But Candace Owens, like I said, like you playing, she knows like she knows her audience. So she knows how to pander and spin that, because the average person, you are, and I'll give her a little. So she's like, it ain't like I'm not saying I hate Beyonce,
but no, then she goes and says some sucker shit though. That's the thing though.
so but like I said,
like y'all need to tell me about the Diddy parties. Like, come on,
that's
man.
the thing. It's like you can't. Like, I
like
don't hate
you
Beyonce,
have a critique. Like I'm cool with her having a critique and stuff, but she didn't have. She knew what she was doing. She knew she had to say something salacious, and throwing the Diddy shit on at the end was like, well, since you tell us about the Diddy parties, like,
and then but you know, that's all that shows you how you are pulling topics from random tweets and different things that people are saying. So you could say that celebrities like are not as impactful, but look at what you're doing.
Yeah.
But we know,
No,
but there's always
more
that shit.
Let me change that, Don. There's more jealousy of celebrity now than before. I'll say that. How about that?
It still goes back to social media. Still stand on my.
Well, no. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying like before we weren't, because and it is social media, because we feel like we're close enough to these celebrities now that we think we just as good or on the same level in some space, some warped space of mind that you think because I just saw a thing where Denzel said those who do, those who can't do, talk about those who do.
He ain't lying.
So
shout out to Denzel. Just shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Denzel, man. Shout out to him, man. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, there is a thing of us thinking we're close to these celebrities. Like, man, I remember me, like, just the idea of celebrity on even a small level. I remember I met Julius Hunter at the damn Schnooks, and it was like a big
Julius Hunter.
Yeah. For any people that are not from St. Louis, St. Louis anchor on KMOV4. But like I saw him at the grocery store. I saw Robin Smith at the grocery store. I'm like, yo,
that's how I felt about Terry Crouppen from Brown and Crouppen.
Right, but the idea of that, and that was local. They ain't even national, and we was like that. But now everybody thinks there's somebody because they got one of these in their hand and they can make themselves be anybody. But that doesn't mean you somebody just because you can.
Listen, I like to kind of play in people's space a little bit, because sometimes I get recognized because of my affiliate, like my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so when that just happened at, like, when I was in St. Louis, I just was like, oh, maybe just because, like, I'm friends with the bride, maybe we've hung out or something in the past. And so she's like, no, I don't think it's that. And I was like, well, I don't know what else it could be. And I like it. It's kind of fun.
No, and think about how many of this, like, I told you about the time I thought I was sitting having a drink with Gary Owen, right?
No.
This was like right before I moved in this house. So this would be 2022. I was at the Post Bar and Grill, and I'm sitting there just having some food and having a beer. And I'm sitting right now. I'm like, dude, are you Gary Owen? Like, I literally just turned to the dude. He was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And the thing was, though, he was watching a Cincinnati soccer game. He's from Cincinnati. And I'm like, dude. And I just sat there the whole time. When I'm telling you this, man, if it wasn't him, he got a twin. And I know he was fucking with me. If I ever meet him again, I'm like, dude, you was in St. Louis at this random restaurant off of 270 in Olive, weren't you? And you just was over there just chilling or whatever. And maybe it wasn't him, but it looked like Gary Owen. Like, for real. And I'm like, and he sounded like him too. It was Dom. It was just, it was him. He was fucking with me.
That's so funny. No, It was because what was that show? So you remember when I was telling you how I was talking to that dude when I was like doing those interviews or whatever, and then the guy I was like, I know you from somewhere or whatever, and then I just couldn't figure it out. He's like, I mean, I've been in different stuff here and there, and then I came to you. I was like, yo, I met the dude. I just realized from the Ben Staples show from the flea market, the last episode, and because I in real life what I was feeling was like, why the hell do you get on my nerves and I don't like you? But you know, it transcends over, you know how we are. And then that's what it was. Like for the longest time, like my homeboy Ty, he was on Greenleaf. Now I didn't watch Greenleaf.
Greenleaf is good. I love Greenleaf.
But I didn't like Ty because they did a drum line too. My brother was in it. So it's like Ty, Jeff, Rome, and like I think what was his name? Jordan Calloway. And so seeing that, I hated Ty. And when Ty would come around, I was like, why is he here? Because he played it so well. I know y'all didn't watch Drumline 2.
Is it Drumline 2 a new beat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but my brother's in there. And then yeah, it took me a while to like Ty. He played the role too well. But yeah, I knew that cat, and I was like, I don't like you. Whatever it was, and I was like, it's the Ben Staples show.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah. And he should have said that. He knew exactly. He knew exactly. But I just couldn't figure it out. But it was cool though. He was nice.
He knew exactly though. He knew exactly.
Yeah. But that's why I was like, you gotta. But I think when you meet somebody, they so used to people, because he was probably like, damn, I don't want to fucking talk about Power Book or whatever. So I'ma say, no.
No. Gary Owen, the comedian.
I know. But Gary Owen. Oh no, I'm confusing my whites.
But they do look alike. So he might have thought that. So you have that, but they do look alike. Did you ever seen that thing where they did that at it was that 50s thing in Houston? Where he came out on stage with him while he was doing his stand-up. Like, man, like both of them. So I forgot homeboy's name from his real name from Power, the white brother from Power. And Gary Owens doing stand-up, and he just walk on stage.
See?
And everybody was like bugging. I'm like, oh snap! And it's like, and then Gary Owens go like, I'm tired of people asking me if I'm you.
See?
You did the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
Hey y'all, if you like what you see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to hit that button right there. It'll take you to more clips, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. See you back next time.